G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. So this is a bit of a guide for the new Spider-Ham fight in Winter of Woe. Now this is just a general guide for versing him with any champion. The gameplay I'll be using is from my Destroyer kill. It was my very first time versing him, so I can show the mistakes and the things I did right. I'll include the gameplay as I'm talking about it, but first let's go over the nodes that Spider-Ham has. So, this is his first one. It's Not Afraid of Stings 1. And that states when the attacker activates a special attack, they reflect 35% of the damage taken per debuff on them for 0.7 seconds. If the attacker's attack rating is being reduced by at least 50%, the amount reflected is capped at 50%. But if 100% of the damage taken is reflected, its potency is increased by 200%. So we're going to want to utilize this node to turn Spider-Ham's power stings against him to nuke him down without having to hit him too much. And to help with that, they also have the node 1 too many hits 3, which is when the defender reaches a bar of power, the attacker is inflicted with a power sting debuff for 8 seconds. Now, if this power sting is removed by you using a special attack, it would deal damage to you equal to 50% of the defender's attack. So with just these two nodes, it seems like the fight is to get 3 or more debuffs on you, be it power stings or whatever, but ideally you'll have some power stings on you, and then use a special attack to reflect the power sting damage back to Spider-Ham. But it's a little bit more complicated with this node. Turn the Tide. This node says that one of the attacker's special attacks is randomly chosen at the start of the fight. The chosen special attack rotates every 10 seconds or when the attacker ends a combo with an attack they didn't end their previous combo with. The attacker's special attacks suffer minus 100% ability accuracy and minus 90% weakness unless it's the chosen special attack. This has a key interaction with Not Afraid of the Stings 1, which is that last part that says if the attacker's attack rating is being reduced by at least 50%, the amount reflected is capped at 50%. So what you're going to want to do is get 3 or more debuffs on you and then launch the special attack that corresponds with Turn the Tide. So that will be the one that's purple on the top left of your screen. It'll take priority among all other buffs, debuffs, passives. It'll always be the purple one at the top left. Fortunately for us, Kabam threw in one more node combo just to make the fight that little bit more complicated. Now that is the combination of the nodes Cleansing Contact and Embrace Your Fate. So Cleansing Contact means that whenever the defender blocks an attack, the defender purifies 1 debuff off the attacker. And Embrace Your Fate says that if the attacker purifies, cleanses, or is immune to a debuff, they take a burst of damage equal to 10% of their max health. So, you get a bunch of debuffs put on you, and if you hit Spider-Ham's block, he'll remove them and you'll take direct degen damage. The next two nodes, which are the final two, we're all done here, is Debilitate, which increases the duration of the defender's debuffs by 100%, so that's the ones that they inflict onto you by 100%. And the next one is Gifted Ability Accuracy 3, which just increases the defender's ability accuracy by a flat 100%. These two nodes just work in the background to actually help you, as they will increase the chance that you get the power stings or the porker poppers on you, which are just power stings basically, and also will extend the duration of those so that they won't run out on you, so you can actually trigger them. It'll also increase the chance that they reapply themselves when you use a special attack, which is good for you as well. Okay, that's all the reading done. Those are the node explanations. If you just skip to here, that's fine. Because I will just tell you how to do the fight, you just might not understand quite why you're doing what you're doing. So, what you want to do basically is a few things. 1, you only want to throw the special attack that's indicated on the top left in the purple. 2, you only want to throw a special attack when you have 3 or more debuffs on you. And 3, you do not want to hit Spider-Ham's block. Those are the basics. That will get the fight done for you. Just to clarify, You can hit his block if you do not have debuffs on you, but I'm going to assume that for most of the fight you will have debuffs, and when you hit his block it will purify a debuff and you will take 10% of your health as direct damage. Let's jump into the fight example. So this was my first time fighting Spider-Ham, as I said, so there's some mistakes, there's some good things, and yeah, we'll just kind of crack into what's going on here. So here I'm just hitting, and he crossed a bar of power, so I gained a power sting, which got turned into a Porky Popper due to his abilities, but that's fine. It's basically, we're just going to treat them all as power stings. And so there I had 3 debuffs, so I then activated my special 1. That's the clip that you've been seeing quite a bit. Then I accidentally hit his block, so I'm like, oh okay, avoid that. I do it more, but yeah, that's the main takeaway here, is that you should not be hitting his block. Once again, I've got 3 debuffs, and I hit his block again, and it removed one of them, so now I only have 2, so you really want to be avoiding hitting that block. Now there, he did evade, so I gained another power sting back, so I was able to quickly throw my special 1 to give the power stings back to him, but I did throw it into his block, so I took some more degen damage, but thankfully I'd already thrown it, so he still took the power sting, and I still reflected all of it. So here's when I'm starting to catch on to the fact that maybe I shouldn't be hitting his block. So it's very important because A, direct damage, B, you'll be losing power stings. So now I've got 2 of them up, and I'm, got to throw special 3, but I know that'll rotate back round to special 1. So I'm like, cool, now I just need 1 more debuff on me, but I really didn't want to bait special 2. So I ended up just having enough to throw it here. If I parry and hit it, nice. So I get that little deflection back, get that nice little bit of direct damage back on Spider-Ham. And that's basically how you want to play this fight. Now here, I did get up to special 3, so I knew I just had to wait for it to switch to 3, and then I can quickly hit it. Yeah, based on your champion, he'll be taking different amount of damage, but because I've class disadvantage here, he just took a massive amount of degen. Let's go back and look at that. So I have 3 power stings and 1 taunt, but that just fell off, that's okay. So I throw the special 3 when I have 3 of those power stings, and then I hit the bonus, but that doesn't really matter, because as you can see when I hit skip, it does not much damage, but then the deflection does such a big chunk of damage. So that's why you want to be doing that. You want to be throwing the same special that it says, and yeah, based on the damage that it would deal to you, you will deal that back. The main reason that was such a massive chunk is because if the damage reduction is 100%, as the node said, it will deal 200% of the damage you would take. So my big special 3 would normally deal to me about 100 and a bit thousand damage, but because of that 200% multiplier, it goes up to 500k smacked straight back on Spider-Ham. So the fight's not too bad if you can follow the rules. It's a bit complicated if you're not following the rules. It can be a bit confusing. You can be taking some damage, you don't know why. Oh, my damage isn't deflecting. But yeah, that's all you want to do. As you saw again there, it was another 400k, so massive overkill. I found that special 3 worked the best. It was the most consistent, because you can have a big chunk of power stings from getting up like that. Like Hyperion could be great for this. Anyone who's gaining a lot of power. Also, if you force him to evade, that can be good. Given the increased ability accuracy, you're very likely to get an evade and get a power sting on you, so that can be a very useful tool to increase the speed of the fight. So final recap is only throw specials indicated by the purple numbers, only throw specials when you have 3+ debuffs, and do not hit his block. So yeah, you want to be throwing specials when you have 3 debuffs and you're throwing the purple special. And then, yeah, avoid hitting his block or it'll sandbag the fight, you'll take damage, you'll be losing power sting, so yeah, you'll be losing all that ramp up you can do. Good luck. I hope that you found this video helpful. Just a quick guide on the fight. Yeah, it's broken up into sections which are all time-stamped, so hopefully you found what you were looking for here, either the full gameplay, the node explanation, or just the bare rotation. But yeah, if you did find it helpful, please drop me a like, a comment, and a subscription. It's greatly appreciated, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.